The enemy in the nebula. 1. The first encounter. The EDS Stormbreaker drifted silently at the edge of the hollow nebula, its battle-scarred hull reflecting the nebula's eerie violet glow. Inside the bridge, Captain Elias Vance stood with his arms crossed, watching the swirling cosmic clouds on the main view screen. The nebula was beautiful, but it was also the perfect hiding place. Besides, this area has been one of the main locations where most attack from the Jarkan Empire pirate. More ships and death has happened in this nebula than anywhere else. Anything on long range, Lieutenant? Vance asked, his voice rough from years of command. At the sensor station, Kara Voss adjusted her display, her sharp eyes scanning for threats. Just background noise, sir. If anything's out there, the nebula's masking it. Chief Engineer Marcus Rook's voice crackled over the comm shields are at 60%. Capital. One more hit like last time, and we're space dust. Navigator Jax Teller smirked. Then let's not get hit. The alarm screamed before anyone could reply. 3 Jarkan dreadnoughts, right on top of us. Voss shouted. The enemy ships emerged from the nebula like ghosts, their jagged silhouettes blotting out the stars. The EDS Stormbreaker came to a hard stop initiated by Kara Voss. Any of the crew panel can initiate a hard stop, if the person was the first to sight the enemy, throwing the bridge crew off their feet. Vance didn't hesitate. Evasive pattern delta. Rook, give me everything we've got. The gun turret on EDS Stormbreaker start blazing. The AI located the enemy ships, made correction to the aim and start firing immediately. The enemy ships were already anticipating this. The 2 smaller ones dive and with ease and open fire. They roared past the outer hull of the EDS Stormbreaker, nearing ramming into it. Every member held their breath. A big explosion was heard. The ship shook violently and sending crew member flying in every direction, indicating a direct hit. Damage report, said Vance. There is a bridge in the upper deck, but the emergency force field is holding, and I think one of the gun turrets is hit, but I don't know which yet, Voss replied. Cap, the shield is down. And also, the weapon system. Rook's echo through the communication system. One of the dreadnoughts is burning profusely. It seems we hit one of them. It exploded, scattering metals all around. Then we are dead in the water, said the captain, and also a sitting duck. Added Cole. Ready, the some Trampedo set to detonate both in and out. Meanwhile, let's buy us some time, said the captain. Transpedo is one of the latest arsenals that most ship captains have acquired lately. It's both a weapon and a technique, very simple but efficient if used properly. It was taught during the conference of spaceship commanders and captain. The story behind Trampedo was that a ship captain in the Badlands surrounded by 10 raider ships, after battling and destroying most of their ships for days. So they finally cornered his ship. The captain with a damaged ship, the weapon system offline and some of his crew dead, and came with the idea of rigging some explosives and beaming them into the 10 ships. He asked for some time by contacting the raiders on the view screen. Of course, they are willing to talk and see the faces of the captain and crews that have cost them so dearly and about to surrender. They were surprised during 5 minutes into the stalling and mocking by the raiders what they will do to their females and then selling them in the slave market in Venus Prime. 6 of their ship exploded in flames sequentially before the rest realized what was happening and their shield went up. This gave the captain an avenue to escape and the rest 4 ships gave chase. 2 more ships were damaged during the chase as the explosive were beamed into space in the path of the ships chasing them. The rest 2 ships decided to call off the chase, as they realized that this captain had nearly wiped them out. Needless to say that the captain narrating this incident was the star of the conference of that year. Ever since, the High Command has even made a switch that instantly convert any explosive into a Trampedo. Contact the 2 ships and put them in the main viewer, said the captain. The face of 2 green-colored alien appeared on the screen. Do you want to surrender? Asked one of them. The other sneered mockingly. Are you male or female? The captain asked, stalling. The crew of EDS Stormbreaker chuckled in amusement in the background. The captain can be a jerk if he wants to be. Of course, the Jarkan are hermaphrodites and lay eggs. What? One of them said, both looking surprised. You think we want to mate with you? Have you considered how ugly you humans and all mammals look? In the next few minutes, Captain Elias Vance was explaining to the alien how the humans are the most beautiful species, describing our appendages and other physical traits. The weapon officer signaled to the captain that it is ready. The two Jarkans seemed to have noticed the flinching movement from the captain. It dawned on them that the humans were up to something. Before they could issue any command, there were huge explosion coming from both the ships. One of ship bridges was engulfed in flame and the crew were thrown away from their seats. A secondary explosion could be heard, and screaming. The scene was utter chaos. Finally, one ship exploded, throwing fragment and the crew into space, while fire belched out of every vent in the other ship. The crew of Stormbreaker watches in silence, each thinking about how close they nearly came to becoming the scene in front of them. Ego, humanoid, and ego. These two captains had us, but their ego of wanting to see the faces of the defeated was what brought this to them, said Palmer Araya, the ship counselor. I hope we will not be carried away by our ego when faced with this situation, added the captain. I want a status report and assign all repair teams to the critical systems immediately. I want to leave here as soon as possible. I am sure they have a radio for backup, and keep your eyes on those sensors, said the captain as he left the bridge for his study.